Holiday traditions are changing, though. Technology evolves as well, and while there are still those fireworks, there are also drone shows out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like fireworks, but they're silent, so it's not unlike what we showed you at the top of this program. Denver's been putting on a drone show for the last 2 years. 9 News reporter Shalima Maharaj is along after learning a bit more about what goes into it. Shalima?
Maybe not the audio payoff, but definitely the visual payoff. Now, Tom Dolan and his entire team, they have been drinking a lot of coffee over the last 41 days because they have been consistently lighting up the Denver skyline using hundreds of drones.
These are the bright 3,000 lumen lights. These are truly what shine during the show.
Tom Dolan has been flying drones for the past 15 years, but 3 years ago, his business took flight.
We started small. We started with 100 drones.
He's the owner of Bright Flight Drone Shows.
And honestly, we thought that was really going to be our niche, private events, graduations, birthdays.
Over the last 40 days, the team has staged around 80 shows, including the Mile High Drone Show, which has lit up Denver's skyline for the past 2 years.
I always tell people 90% of the work is done before we show up. This is the easy part. We show up and essentially hit play.
Every movement is carefully choreographed by a team of animators well before the 600 drones take flight.
We wanted to go a little bit taller this year, so we were able to get approval from the FAA for 41 straight nights to fly 500 feet.
Tom says while they also put on shows in Utah, Nevada, and Arizona, Colorado accounts for about 90% of their shows.
I think it just expands the playbook for communities.
MSU Denver aviation professor Chad Kendall points to how the technology has evolved from military use to agriculture and search and rescue missions.
As communities assess risk, environmental impact, and cost.
We place them on the field, we give them their routes, they fly the show, they land back in place.
And for Tom, a native Coloradan, being able to do this is a pretty great feeling.
To be able to fly Lucifer, to be able to fly the Broncos logo, the Nuggets logo, the Avalanche logo, whenever those go up, I just, I pinch myself that we have the opportunity to do this because it's truly special.
Well, I know that when we had a chance to talk to Tom, he also mentioned that there were a few favorites, and you may have guessed it, Lucifer being one of them, as well as Big Blue Bear. They did have 200 more drones this year than they did last year, and definitely, he said, another one that people are big fans of, dinosaurs. Reporting live in Denver, Shalima Maharaj, 9 News.